recovering perfectionist. The addiction starts early. As a toddler, I don't start speaking until I can use full sentences and avoid dangling prepositions and the passive voice. In middle school, I begin each month writing a calendar, planning a different outfit for each day, carefully allocating my favorite clothes for field trips or presentations. This way, I could avoid a time-consuming deliberation every single morning or the predicament of finding myself on a Friday morning wanting to wear the thing that I wore on Monday. I graduate high school as valedictorian, but when I graduate college ranked number 2 in a class of 4,000, my disappointment is crushing. In my 20s in Boston, on the path to assembling the perfect life, I managed to win over a handsome Harvard-trained doctor. Okay, he's a psychiatrist. Dr. David is tall, dark, handsome, and incredibly generous in dispensing ongoing pointers on how I could improve different aspects of myself. He helps me notice when I'm being needy, like when I would ask him to pick me up at the airport after a long international business trip, or ask him to help me carry groceries 10 blocks to my apartment. One night at dinner, we debrief what we're each processing with our individual therapists as well as our couples therapist. Yes, our therapists outnumber us. I describe a very upsetting situation at work. So after pulling 80-hour weeks for the last 2 months because they made me do my old job and my new job, my boss tells me he's disappointed because I'm not stepping up to the plate and taking on special projects. I feel like nothing I ever do is going to be good enough for him. Yeah, And who does that remind you of? You? No, seriously. My mom? Right. Think of all those times when she was disappointed in you. You were just doing your best. You were just a small, scared little girl starving for love. How did that make you feel? What would you want to say to your mom right now? Mom, how did I attract a boyfriend who's such an asshole? We were both working really hard to fix my flaws, hoping that one day I would be good enough for him to marry. But something happened. I met someone else. You know, I'm sure this happens to a lot of people. You're in a long-term relationship, it's not going anywhere, you're feeling restless, and you go online. I'm scrolling through search results, and this picture jumps off the screen. I read the short bio, and nothing has ever been so clear in my life. I have found my soulmate. I break up with Dr. David the next day before even meeting the one in person. I just know it's right. I can feel it in my bones. I am ready for true love. When I do finally meet Kaiya, she looks nothing like her profile picture. She's skinny, smelly, has 2 broken, rotting teeth, and major dandruff. But I can get past this. After a trip to the vet, a bath, and some premium dog chow, she sparkles and is ready to take on the world with me. This relationship is easy. Kaiya wants to do everything I want to do. Walk time, great. Nap time, great. Dinner time, great. Bedtime, great. We both have a ton of energy to burn, so we spend weekends going on long hikes and to beaches around Boston. She introduces me to new friends and hardly ever asks about my childhood. I love being Kaiya's mom, and she makes me feel good about myself. I trade in my demanding corporate career in Boston for a sweet life in the Hudson Valley. I invent a career where I give small businesses financial guidance, and because my clients are really cool people, they insist that I bring Kaiya to the office, which we both love. For a while, we are living happily ever after. But I'm still working on that perfectionism thing. I mean, really working. I can't go to bed or leave the house without the dishes done, table wiped, house cleaned, socks put away. My house is basically ready for a visit from Oprah at any hour of the day or night. I can't get up in the middle of the night and simply drink a glass of water without using my copper tongue scraper to get rid of that mossy, toxic goo. You know, you're really not supposed to ingest that stuff. I like having friends, but it can waste a lot of time getting to know people who really aren't a fit. You know, the vetting process would be so much easier if I could ask potential prospects to simply fill out a free online Myers-Briggs personality test, provide a handwriting sample, and their astrological chart. I have a hard time doing things just for fun, unless it's productive in some way or includes some form of self-improvement, like yoga, or watching a documentary, or climbing a mountain. There's just no time to waste. But having Kaiya helps me start putting things into perspective. At age 3, a callus compresses her spinal cord, and she stops being able to walk or wag her tail or control her bathroom habits. We've had 2 perfect years together, and I'm sure I can fix this. Everyone thinks I'm crazy as I parade her to vet after vet, trying therapies like hydrotherapy, underwater treadmill, laser therapy, sounded good in theory, chiropractic, talk to me if your dog needs a chiropractor, acupuncture, and nutritional therapy. I get certified in Reiki so I can heal her whenever I basically touch her or think about her. I try Chinese herbs, daily massage, physical therapy, crystal bowl sound healing, animal communicators, and past life regression. I even taught her to Om, but that seems to annoy her. The closest she got was whoop. Kaiya doesn't care about self-improvement and is wholly motivated by the pursuit of fun, food, naps, and being with me. Even when she becomes paralyzed, she still seems pretty happy. She gets to take more naps, she gets me making her a home-cooked diet, and she gets me to lift and carry her everywhere. But I don't give up, and one day she begins to walk again. It's now 5 years later, and she's still walking, but she still has no idea when she has to poop or pee. It's a Monday morning, I'm at a client's office, and everyone is in, and they have 3 new employees starting. I bring Kaiya outside to help her pee, and then put on her diaper before we go up the stairs. She waits at the bottom until she feels my hand under her belly, and then she walks up with her front legs. Halfway up, her tail pops up mysteriously. We get to the top of the stairs before I realize that she's having diarrhea all over me and every carpeted stair. There's no place to run, no place to hide. We have a stink bomb quickly infiltrating the entire office. I dash around looking for paper towels, cleaning products, air fresheners. I'm dumping Windex and Mr. Clean all over the stains, but it's that terrible stiff, low-pile office carpet and it shreds the paper towels. Staff are politely avoiding the area as I work on my hands and knees, blotting, rubbing, spraying, massaging cleaner into carpet with bare hands. I get it all clean, wash my hands, and we slink back into the office like nothing happened. Then, 2 days later, a repeat of the exact same event happens at a different client's office. I help her pee, hand under belly, stiff low pile carpeted stairs, toxic spew, stink bomb, you can picture it. I have no idea how this happened. This is so unlike her. Turns out an incontinent dog is God's prescription for a recovering perfectionist. Nothing is ever really clean. Now, with the current state of affairs, if Oprah does come to my house, it will probably smell like pee. That's just the way it is. This is life with Kaiya. When I graduated high school, I had a vision of myself at 35. My penthouse apartment in a big city, important job title, white fluffy belongings. But as we say in our house, poop happens. The life I have now is so far from what I had pictured, but every day Kaiya is helping me keep it real. I may still struggle with my imperfect self, but most days the way Kaiya sees me, perfect just as I am, is good enough for me.